Hi everyone, I'm Rich King of Rich King Real Estate and Keller Williams in Spokane. You know, millions of people every day set out to get a piece of the American dream, and that's to buy their own home. And if that's you, then there are a couple of things you need to know and have before you set out on your property search. And this short video is for you. Welcome to Real Estate Talk Spokane. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, second home, last home, or even some income-producing rental property, there are three things that you need if you want to make purchasing property the easiest, safest, and most enjoyable experience that it could possibly be. And here they are. Essential number one, hire a realtor. Maybe hire isn't the right word here because in almost all property buying situations in Washington state, the buyer doesn't pay for the services of their own realtor. That's right. The seller actually pays for both the seller's listing agent and they pay the agent that brings a buyer to purchase their property. So if you're a buyer, you're essentially getting several $1,000s worth of time, energy, and expertise from a licensed real estate professional for free. I can't even begin to tell you how important that is to the home buying process because your realtor has likely been around the block many times before and they will literally save you time, alleviate most of your anxiety, and they'll keep you from making mistakes that could cost you a lot of money. So I highly recommend that you interview 3 real estate agents and select the one that you feel most comfortable with and confident in because you're going to be spending a lot of time with and leaning on that person during your home search, okay? Essential number 2, get a lender. Unless you're planning on paying all cash to purchase a property, then you'll need a lender who will commit to loaning you money to buy property. This is very important because in this market where there are far more buyers out there than there are homes for sale, sellers will rarely ever accept an offer on their home that isn't accompanied with a letter from a lender stating that they'll loan the appropriate amount of money to the buyer to buy that home if the offer is accepted by the seller. So, a loan approval letter is an essential tool to have when making an offer on a home. Now, a quick word on lenders. Mortgage lending is an incredibly competitive and highly regulated industry, which means that for the most part, the rates they offer and the types of loans they package together are very similar when you compare them side by side. But what does make lenders very different from the next one are the people. The loan officers. I don't know about you, but as a realtor, I want to work with a buyer who has a loan officer who's hungry, ready, willing, and able to help us whenever we need them. And we'll need to communicate a lot with the loan officer throughout the entire buying process. So I would recommend that you ask your realtor to recommend several high-performing, highly engaged and reliable loan officers that your realtor has worked with that you can speak with about qualifying for a home loan. You'll definitely be glad you did. And essential number 3, have earnest money and inspection money. When you make an offer on a property and the seller agrees to that offer, you need to have some cash immediately available to you for 2 things to launch the home buying process. First, you need earnest money to deposit with the title company, which is a third-party agency that basically handles the very complicated transaction process. Think of earnest money as a security deposit in the amount of around 1% of the purchase price. So on a $200,000 property, the earnest money deposit would be about $2,000. Now, that's not a rule, it's just a common standard. So, a buyer could put less earnest money down, but that would just make the offer weaker. Now, the other thing you need cash for right up front to buy a property is for the home inspection, which will cost you about $300 to $450 or more, depending on the size of the property. This is perhaps one of the most important activities within the home buying process because the home inspector will explore every nook and cranny of the home you're wanting to buy, looking for any kind of problem that it might have, large or small, so that you and your realtor can make informed decisions about the purchase. And that's it. Other than earnest money and inspection money, you won't need any cash at all for your purchase until closing at the very end. Well, that's it for this topic. Did you find this video worth the time you took to watch it? I sure hope you did. And if you did, would you please just take a second to like, share, and subscribe to this video by clicking on the 2 icons below so others can learn from it as well. I would really appreciate that. And stay tuned for more insights and perspectives about the real estate market. I'm Rich King, your Spokane real estate expert, and I'm here to help. Please let me know how I can.